Hey, what is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys today. And as we speak, Star Wars Celebration is happening right now in Japan, and Hot Toys is doing Hot Toys things as usual. They have a massive booth at Celebration and are teasing some stuff. Obviously, they do have the Celebration exclusive figures, the concept art mall, the Vader, the Stormtrooper, and of course Dark Side Anakin. Very excited to get that in hand. But yeah, which real quick plug for the channel, go check out my Artisan Anakin review that is up. And then obviously I'll be getting this new Dark Side Anakin as well, so stay tuned for that review. It should be, I don't really know when this thing is going to get to me, but I did secure one, so stay tuned for that. We will have a review of Dark Side Anakin as well. But if you want to go see the rooted hair Anakin that is already out and, you know, people have been getting him in hand, I do have a review up of him. He is absolutely amazing, so this Dark Side version I think is just going to be also just fantastic and really cool, that they're doing a Dark Side rooted Anakin. So yeah, obviously Celebration is a huge event, so a lot of these companies are showing off teases and reveals and new products, you know, for Star Wars collectors. And Hot Toys obviously doing what Hot Toys does. Already we have some teases of some new upcoming figures. Very, very cool. Now, these images are a little bit kind of low res and taken from afar, as I don't think they were allowed to get real close to these displays, but we do have some very, very cool teases of figures to come, and yeah, I just could not be more excited. Pretty much all of these are figures that I kind of knew. They were on my bingo card, I guess you could say. So let's just start right off. Commander Neo on the BARC speeder. Cannot wait. I will throw a picture up here again. Apologies for the low res, but Commander Neo on the BARC speeder. Now, obviously, we've had two BARC speeders released already in the Hot Toys line, both being 501st, one being with Commander Appo, and the other, the Heavy Clone Trooper. So yeah, and I have both of those. Those are amazing. Also, reviews up on the channel. So go check those out if you want, along with some other vehicles that Hot Toys has released. So tons of Hot Toys content. If this is your first time finding me on YouTube, I do have tons of Hot Toys reviews and just content in general already up. So go feel free to go browse my catalog. And yeah, the BARC speeders are very cool in my opinion. I absolutely love the Hot Toys vehicle line, and they're just cooking recently. Obviously, recently did get the ATRT in hand, which I do have a review up of that as well, and a little tease for what's to come here. But anyway, kind of a figure I pretty much 100% knew was coming. Obviously, if Hot Toys is doing a BARC speeder, they are going to do the most iconic version of a BARC speeder, in my opinion. Revenge of the Sith, Order 66, Commander Neo on the BARC speeder, committing Order 66, and yeah, just this looks absolutely amazing. Even though it is a low res image, we know what Hot Toys puts out. We know the quality of Hot Toys at this point. So this, I think, is going to be, you know, one of the coolest releases maybe of all time by Hot Toys. It is just something about those Revenge of the Sith commanders. Obviously kind of a sad scene, them committing Order 66, but we love the clones and collecting clones and all that good stuff. So I do hope, though, one thing I will say, I feel like Hot Toys maybe should have done this with the original Bark Speeders, but just offer the clone by himself. I think a lot of people will just get Neo on his own, and I think Hot Toys is probably going to do that, but you never know. Maybe they'll keep him behind that Bark Speeder, and but I also think if you're gonna get Neo, you kind of need to get the Bark Speeder. Their Bark Speeder is just absolutely fantastic. It is a great piece for the collection, so any prequel lover, any clone lover, I think this is a 100% pickup. This is 100% coming home to the collection. I cannot wait. This Revenge of the Sith clones, I'm actually doing a list here pretty soon of clones I want to see Hot Toys make, and the Revenge of the Sith commanders are near the top of that list. I mean, Neo, Bakara, Gree, we need them. We desperately need a 212 as well. But I'll save that for that video. Stay tuned for that Clone Trooper wish list video. So yeah, this Neo looks absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to add him to the collection. Just absolutely breathtaking. And shortly after that, someone snapped a picture of Delta Squad. Obviously, another one that was on my bingo card. I do have a review of Scorch on the channel as well. And in that video, when I was reviewing his accessory of the DC-17M, I want to say, it does like come apart and is a little bit modular. So in my mind, that was a given that they are future-proofing that accessory for Delta Squad and their kind of sniper attachments and stuff like that. And that was 100% correct. Delta Squad was shown off at Celebration as well. Obviously, we already have Scorch in the line, which is great figure, absolutely fantastic figure. But yeah, these guys will also look absolutely fantastic. A lot of people have complained about the Commando mold that Hot Toys has chosen to go with. It is a kind of realistic interpretation of the Commandos in the Bad Batch and in Clone Wars, and I personally, this is my opinion, I think it's the best looking Commando mold, look, you know, interpretation that we've seen. I've never been a huge fan of that like bulky 2005 Republic Commando look. I think the Battlefront version is probably pretty close, but I think this is just more realistic in my mind of like an elite squad of clone troopers. You know, they're not going to have that bulky armor. They need to still move around and stuff, so I think this is a good middle ground for how a realistic Commando would look. And yeah, I think Scorch really is an amazing figure, and more Commandos on that mold, I am not going to complain. So all these Commandos are pickups for me. Delta Squad is also coming to the collection. That's going to be a theme in this video that I'm pretty much in. I mean, you guys know me. I'm in on Hot Toys 100%. That's my bread and butter. That's what I collect. Obviously the Black Series behind me. I love the Black Series and SH Figuarts and Mafex. I still love 1/12, but it's just not what I collect anymore. Actively, you know, I'll pick up a thing or here or there. But Hot Toys is what I collect. So, yeah, just very excited for Delta Squad to come to the collection as well. And also in this Delta Squad picture, we do have what it looks like to be a regular Palpatine, possibly. It's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, these are grainier pictures. But yeah, it looks like it could be like a Senator Palpatine figure. Now I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. So that'll be very cool to just get a regular Palpatine for the shelf. And last but not least, I did say the ATRT would come around, and yes, we did. It's funny that this is something that is based off a leaked trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. But in that trailer, in that leaked trailer, which is funny that footage was very grainy and, you know, you couldn't really see it very well. And then this picture of Mando on an ATRT is also very grainy and you just can't see it very well. So it kind of, you know, goes together. But yes, Mando on an ATRT. This looks absolutely fantastic. And funny enough, this was also on my bingo card. I actually had joked with some of my buddies. I'm like, we're gonna see Mando on an ATRT from Hot Toys. Like, I just know it. I even think that, speaking of the Black Series, I do think that they will do Mando on an ATRT. And that, funny enough, that might be their first ATRT. But anyway, yeah, we do have Mando on an ATRT, and this is just an easy, you know, maybe I wouldn't get this. I do have 2 ATRTs already. But I think this is a pickup for me. I love Mando, and I'm very excited for the Mandalorian Grogu movie. So I'm pretty much all in. And one thing, fingers crossed, boys. One thing I am very, very anticipating and hopeful for, in that same footage of Mando on that ATRT, we did see some snow troopers. So Hot Toys, if anyone from Hot Toys would ever watch my videos, and you're watching this right now, please, please give us a Snow Trooper 2.0. Please. The Snow Trooper is one of my favorite designs in all of Star Wars, and I really just don't... I've thought about it, but I really just don't want to spend the money that original Hot Toys Snow Trooper, and I'm sure it's still a great figure. It's an older figure at this point, but I think they gotta do it. I mean, if it's in the movie, I think Hot Toys does troopers, especially Mandalorian troopers. They did a lot of the troopers from Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. So I think this will be no exception, and please give me a Snow Trooper. Oh my gosh, the day that gets announced, that's probably one of my most anticipated figures. And I feel it. I feel like it's coming. I mean, they're gonna make a 2.0 eventually, whether it's Mando movie or Empire Strikes Back 50th, which is a little bit away. Talk 2030, but I mean, it's only 5 years away. Feels like 2020 was yesterday, so who knows. But yeah, that's kind of the teases that we got from Hot Toys. Obviously, Hot Toys does what Hot Toys does, just constantly teasing and announcing and releasing absolute heat, absolute fire. Dude, I'm so excited for these. These are pretty much all pickups for me. Mando and the ATRT, maybe you'll pass on him, but pretty sure. I mean, y'all know me. Yeah, these are very hype, very cool. Cannot wait. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you guys think? Are you guys picking up any of these? I know a lot of people are going to be in on that Neo and Bark Speeder. There will probably be a lot of people that maybe don't even really actively collect Hot Toys that will get that figure. So that's going to be very cool. I think that's going to be just a banger of a release. And Hot Toys, please give us some more Revenge of the Sith Commanders. I have a feeling that they're all coming. Whether it's this year for the anniversary or in the next few years. We're gonna get a Bakara, we're gonna get a Gree. It's just a matter of time. Same with the 212 and the Airborne 212. Those are also coming. Yeah, I have no doubts in my mind that those are on the horizon. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you want to see Hot Toys tease at Celebration? Let me know. As always, thank you guys for watching. My next video will be my 300th video on YouTube, and it is going to be the new Hot Toys Ahsoka review. I feel like that's just a fitting figure for my 300th video, so stay tuned for that. That should be up this weekend. Very excited to get her open. And also, some of my close friends know I was working very long, hard, and diligently on getting my Hot Toys collection all put together. I have somewhere between 70 and 80 Hot Toys, and it's a lot to get them on display, and especially I have OCD, so I display my figures in a particular way, and they have to look just right on the shelf. So yes, very, very excited. The Hot Toys collection tour should be coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you guys have been clamoring for that one, so I'm very excited to film it and get it on the channel for you guys. So stay tuned, subscribe. As always, my channel members are the top G's. If you like wasting money, come waste it with me. Sign up for the channel memberships. You can watch videos like this early, and you get cool stickers, name badges, all that fun stuff. So yeah, if you want to waste your money, if you don't, I appreciate each and every person that just watches my videos, likes, comments, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. I just appreciate all you guys. So shout out to y'all, especially my channel members. Y'all are, like I said, top G's. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. I don't know why I just saluted, but hey, America. Bro, I'm tired. I just worked like a 11-hour shift, so I'm kind of off the rocker right now. But yeah, love y'all. As always, may the Force be with you. Ayy.